What up, y'all? BANKROLL got it up. If you watched the last video, you know what I said about the brake lines and this and that. Well, leading the brake lines today, the last line that was on the car that was still the original or changed whenever, was the main rear line from the proportion valve to the back. Well, it split. And of course ran all over the place, so now I'm replacing that. So, story of my life. Everything breaks, everything, I don't know. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. But anyways, here we go. Let me show you guys something. Somebody asked about these wheels and the center cap issue. Okay, so with the Landau wheel, you got the wheelwood brake. For the wheelwood center cap, obviously the wheel's bolted directly on. Center cap of the wheelwood, hubcap, bearing cap, whatever, dust cover. So it sticks out too far, so you can't put the cap on. So here's what you gotta do. Whether you like it or not, this is what you gotta do. So, what I did to the other side. Alright. You gotta take the cap off. You gotta lose the cap. You gotta grind the stud down, the spindle shaft, grind it down to where the cotter tooth still stays in there. There's enough material there where the cotter tooth stays. On a 3/16 shim. Wheel spacers, shim, whatever. Then you run an ET lug nut. ET lug nuts are extended thread. So see, this part of the lug nut goes into the rim and centers your wheel better, all that, tighter, more threads. And then you don't have to worry about or cry about the spacer, or when other people cry, oh, you got spacers, well, there it is. That's what you got to do. No other way around it unless you want your wheel sticking out. Now, there is another way around it. If these rim companies will start actually paying attention and start building these wheels to fit. Everything we do here is custom. So we custom fit everything. So now, Landau, if they built a rim to clear for the wheelwood brakes to keep the center cap, the hubcap on, the dust cover on the spindle, so that way you don't have to run without it, the rim needs to have more hub and less lip. So, here's the rim. But now if they had more hub on here, then it would clear. And of course, if you put more hub here, then this would make the whole wheel stick out more. But if you put less lip on the front, or concave it some, or whatever, then, so let's say you run this much more, or less lip on the front, and then a bigger back barrel, blah, blah, it's gonna offset the hub. It's gonna go right on, so that way you don't have to cut this stuff. Sometimes rims look better with a smaller front lip on the front, especially with all of us doing the staggered look. So, I don't know. Take it however you want to take it. I don't care. Just letting you guys know. Gotta grind it down, and then you can't run the dust cover on there. Gonna get some dirt in there, whatever. You wash your car. The rim seals to here anyway, so there really isn't gonna get that much in there. Your center cap goes on the rim. Your center cap has the O-ring in it, so not really much is gonna get in there. If you're driving the car and you start to see a little bit of oil or grease around the edge of the cap, the oil might be coming out. If you keep your car clean, you ain't gonna worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So here I am, gonna put a back brake line on it so that way I can finish leading the brakes. So it should have been done, but it blew the brake line out, so whatever. Then the damn parts store, obviously the back line's 1/4 inch, order 1/4 inch. They send 3/16. So now I'm waiting for them to come and exchange the roll right here. 25 foot. On 3/16 when I asked for 1/4 inch. So more downtime. I have not put the sway bar on yet. I got the front of the vehicle height set where I want it. And like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ball joint from the top and I'll bolt it to the bottom. I'm gonna take the ball joint all the way back off. This is gonna allow more clearance of the control arm to the frame, and it's gonna make the arm sit up a little higher and the ball joint out a little more. So then, when I shim it, I'm only gonna shim the back bolt, which is gonna pull the wheel in and back, and it's gonna place the wheel exactly where I want it. And it's gonna clear here more. Like I said, I did not cut this car. The car came in cut Would I have had to cut the car? I would have trimmed the inside lip out just a little bit. That's all I would have done. But now the thing with the wheels, if wheel fitment and all that stuff would be better, you know, if these cars were never meant for big wheels, but these rim companies that make big rims, they just want to sale. But there's things that they could do to make the wheels fit cars better. They could bring a box Chevy in, they got plenty of money. They could bring a car in and have the car as a mock-up car and start fitting wheels on it, fitting brakes on it, fitting this, fitting that. Make the wheel fit the car. And then a lot more sales, a lot more, you know, a lot easier. The custom guys out there that are doing custom fitment, this and that, like what we do, there's still plenty to do out there. There's, you know, to change all this, to notch the frame. There's still other things that need to be done. Anyways, yeah, I'm rambling. But trying to get it done, trying to get it out the door. So. But yeah, ET lug nuts, you guys, ET lug nuts. Now, this car, because it's got wheelwood brakes on the front, the wheelwood brakes are 1/2 inch, so it's 1/2 inch by 20. The back of this car has got a 7/16 stud because that's originally what it came with. Even though I got Moser aftermarket axles in it, it's just got a basic stud, which is still strong. So, had to run a 1/4 inch shim on the back wheel to get the wheel off the frame. So I did narrow it, but I wanted to position the wheel exactly where I want it. Didn't have to trim the lip of the car. And it fits in there perfect. Rear end's adjusted, all squared up. ET lug nuts. These are 7/16 ET, extended thread. So they fit into the rim. They go deeper on, you know, they go deep all up in it. So anyways, more knowledge there. ET lug nuts, a couple more dollars than cheap lug nuts, but keeps you from your rim falling off. Ask Big Boy Nelson a couple years back with his rim when it popped off because the lug nuts didn't thread in enough onto the stuff. But yeah. So still, anybody else know what's going on with this damn YouTube ads? I don't know how to use it exactly, but I'm only getting like 2 ads at the beginning and at the end. Anyways, they said it's down to an 8-minute video, should have 3 ads. I don't know. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a ton of money off of it, but at least take care of some bills, you know? But yeah. Alright, there were some other things, but I ran you through that hub situation on the front. The wife's passed out on the couch. So that's why the cats were never on it before in the pictures and everything. Because of that. So 3/16 shim and grind that down. Boom. I already put the wheel on there. The wheel fits, doesn't hit the center cap. I put the grease on the end of that to see if the grease would touch the center cap, and it doesn't. So you probably get away with running an 1/8 inch shim behind there. But again, if you're gonna run a shim, run the good ET lug nuts. ET extended thread. So you see how the threads are. Then when it goes into the rim, I'll show you on the back of this rim. So it goes into the rim. It does not stick out past this part on the hub. So now it's a tight ass fit. So now it's all the way around a better lug nut, better everything. It tightens inside there, swells against the rim, boom. You'll never have a problem. But make sure you get the right thread. Like I said, any wheel woods are gonna have a 1/2 inch by 20 stud. This car originally, a box Chevy originally, if it's a 4 3/4 bolt circle car, it's gonna be 7/16. If it's a 5-inch bolt circle car on a box Chevy, it's gonna be 1/2 inch. All your G bodies are metric. 12 by 1.25. They're all metric. 7/16 lug, let's see, a metric lug nut will go over a 7/16 and you will think it's proper, but it's not. So a lot of people have done it, wheels will fall off because of that. Just make sure proper lugs. Spend the money on good lugs. Make sure the lugs are right for your car. All right, y'all. Bankroll 10, Better Up Customs. Oh, all up in the shop. Cutlass, G-body, G-body. Tubs, caulked in, hidden. Still got to seal the trunk. And yeah, that's where we're at. Bankroll 10. Lift giveaway, $45 entry fee. Full custom suspension lift giveaway. Hit me up, text me. That's the number right there. Personal line, everything on it. And there it is. Peace out. Appreciate y'all.